Hey everybody, I would like to introduce you to a brand new company to the USA called Arxus USA, and they make what is, in my opinion, the best rubber boot money can buy. Years ago, you could buy rubber boots that were 100% rubber. Now, most manufacturers, especially rubber boots sold in big box stores, are lying to you about what their boots are actually made out of. The majority of rubber boots made now, at the time of this video, are not 100% rubber. As a matter of fact, most of them are only 15% rubber. The other materials are just generic synthetic fillers, oftentimes using clay. The reason why they can say their boots are made from 100% rubber is because there is 100% rubber inside their boot, amongst other things that their boot is made out of. These boots right here, a Swedish company that is now in the United States, and I'm very thankful for, makes rubber boots that are made out of 100% rubber where there should be rubber. For example, this boot right here, the Primo Nord Lightweight, is the boot that I chose. There's rubber up here and then neoprene the rest of the way. But if you were to visit the Arxus website, you'd see a whole bunch of different kinds of rubber boots that you can choose for your liking. I first acquired these boots specifically for deer hunting, and then it dawned on me, I use rubber boots every single day on my homestead doing basic chores around the house. And I don't know about you, but the worst thing is when your boots leak, your feet get cold, they're uncomfortable, you get blisters and sores, and you do not want that as a working person on your homestead. I find that by wearing rubber boots that are comfortable, reliable, 100% waterproof is very, very important as an active homesteader. Now, whether you've got a commercial farm, you're just a homesteader as a hobby, you really need to have very good clothing when it comes to operating your homestead 365 days out of the year. I've been using these boots for about a year now, and I am thrilled with the quality and the attention to detail that this manufacturer puts into every single boot that it makes. What got me into this whole rubber boot thing to begin with was deer hunting many years ago, and I was so disappointed with the quality of boots that I was getting from these big box stores. As a matter of fact, I went through 3 or 4 pairs of boots before I finally found a reliable company. Most of my boots leaked within a year or less. They cracked. My foot was sliding up and down inside, so they didn't fit really well. I would go to the next size up or down, and that didn't work. And I could just tell by holding on to these boots that I'm getting at the big box stores that something wasn't quite right. And these boots at these big box stores, they weren't necessarily cheap either. They were $100 and a quarter all the way up to $250 for a pair of rubber boots that were unreliable. Now, if you're a person who just needs rubber boots to go out and get the mail and let your dog out, that's fine. But if you're working all the time on your homestead, you want something that you can count on day in and day out. You don't want to put up with crap that's just not going to work for you and your lifestyle. As I mentioned before, Arxus USA has a whole bunch of different boots on their website and boot care products as well. We'll get to that in just a moment. Let's talk about these ones. These are the Arxus Primo Nord Lightweight. Lightweight meaning they're actually a pound less than most other boots that's comparable in size. It is a hand-stitched leather collar on the top. This strap goes all the way around the boot. Why is that important? Many straps on boots only go around partially. I like this one because it goes all the way around the boot. You can get it as tight or as loose as you want, depending on what kind of clothes you're wearing and how big your calf is. When I use the zipper, either going up or down, you can just tell it's high quality and it's not going to tear and it's going to last a long time. It's not plastic, it's made out of metal. On the inside, it's got technology, and it gets rid of your foot sweat out through the top of the boot to reduce the moisture in your foot, helping it stay warm and dry for longer periods of time. When I first got a hold of these Arxus boots, I was afraid to wear them for homesteading purposes. I didn't want to get chicken poop on them. I didn't want to be going around wire fences in case something pokes through. But then I started thinking, why not? That's what boots of high quality are meant for. They're meant for doing things that other boots just wouldn't hold up to. So ever since then, I've been using these actively on our homestead, and I'm really glad I did because they're extremely reliable. My feet feel great when I'm done. They're not sweating all the time like they might in other types of rubber boots. And they've held up to all of the different tasks I do around my house. If you would like to check out other boots on the website, please do, because they have ones that are fully rubber all the way to the top. I just chose these particular boots for my individual reasons. But if you think that having rubber all the way to the top might be better for you, check it out. There's definitely options like that. There's gardening ones where they're a bit lower There's certain boots that are about half this height in case you want a little bit past your ankle, but not all the way up to the knee-high boots. So the options are out there on the website for you. Feel free to check that. I'll put that in the link below. If you want to receive 5% off of these boots or any other products on the Arxus USA website, all you have to do at checkout is enter the word relentless to receive 5% off. And that 5% off is going to go a long way for your purchase. When you have real rubber boots from a company like Arxus, you're going to think of it more as an investment. Instead of going through a pair of rubber boots every year or every other year, these are investments that need to be treated like investments. So I'm okay with paying more for a higher quality product. I mentioned earlier that the big box store boots, and everybody knows the big brands, those didn't last long at all for me. And if I'm paying $200 for a pair of boots like that only last a year or two, and then I'm getting another pair, and then another pair, all of a sudden I'm up to like $500-600 in just a couple of years, and that's just ridiculous. You buy one pair of really high quality rubber boots like this that could last you much longer than that, if not decades, if you take care of them properly. That's an investment, and you actually end up saving money in the long run. Having real rubber boots, whether that's waders, hip boots, or rubber boots like this, is kind of a lost art. What I mean by that is most people don't know how to take care of actual rubber products. Actual rubber products have a little bit of maintenance, but not too much where it's terribly difficult to maintain. For example, when you are done wearing boots made from real rubber, like Arxus USA, what I mean by real rubber is 100% rubber, not just 15% like the cheap brands. When you're done using these and you have mud or manure on them, you do need to rinse them off because you don't want that to dry and crack the natural rubber. That's not terribly difficult to do. So every time you're done wearing these boots, run them underneath the hose. It sounds like a pain in the butt, but it's really not that bad. The other thing you need to do about once or twice a year, I do it twice, is use some type of rubber boot care. This one's by Granger's. There are many products out there. I believe they sell this one on the Arxus website. Otherwise, I'll put the Amazon link below if you want to check that out. The reason why you want to use Granger's boot care or some type of rubber boot care is because natural rubber cracks over time. It just does. It's a natural product that's going to crack. It will not crack though if you keep your boots out of the heat and out of direct sunlight. I keep these in my basement by all my hunting stuff out of sunlight. You can put them in a closet, anywhere where there's not direct sunlight, and then you apply this boot care about once or twice a year. And all you have to do is spray this directly on the rubber part of your boot, take a paper towel or a dish towel and just rub it in where there's rubber. That's all you have to do. Put this back on the shelf and then use it again when the time comes. If you have any questions about the Arxus USA rubber boots, please let me know down in the comments below. The other thing you can do is reach out directly to the owner. His name is Jack. He's a great guy, easy to talk to, gets back to you right away and help you find the perfect boot for your needs and your lifestyle. So if you go to the website, contact information is all out there. If not, I can hook you up with him. He's a great guy to talk to. He's going to help you get the boot that you need and answer any questions you might have. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you checking out this video of Together We Harvest. I hope I see you on the next one.